I recently found out that the strategies that I use in regular runs are pretty different than strategies that most people use while playing this game. So I'm going to be taking a quick break from challenge runs just to do a chill 10 storm strength run just to go over my general strategy and how I play the game. The strategies that I use heavily rely off of small deck size, so it's significantly easier to do it on Snow Deck since it starts out with 7 effective cards. But just to showcase the strategy, I'm going to do it on the hardest deck to do it on, which is the Shade Sculpt deck because it has 9 cards. That's an extra muncher that you'd have to find. Normally, I see the trade-off between these two as Shade Sculptor has better cards to begin with, but it also has a higher amount of junk cards that you have to remove. For heroes, generally you want 9 HP if you have a high health hero, just so that with the Sun Bell of Health, it goes up to 15 and is able to tank 2 hits from the Frost Lancer, but 8 HP for a summoned Bebop with 5 counters is pretty good. So, and these other two aren't really that good, so I'm just gonna take her. I tend to see a lot of people go Spike, and I get it, it's easy to get combos with Teeth, and he kind of helps late game just to be able to take hits. However, I write to go Loki just because I think he's fun to play with in the early game. I think Aimless just makes it more fun with Demonize, and also I'll be swapping him out soon. This fight it will be a little bit difficult to get combos just in this early game because I don't have a hero that does any direct damage. So these first waves, not going to be able to get any good combos, sadly. I could intentionally wait, and I think I will. Although, we'll be taking a couple hits, but I think it's completely fine. Do want the Junjun to get frozen here, just so Bebop can carry in the next wave whenever I send it out. Might as well freeze, don't have anything better to do. Just reroll, don't want to kill anything yet. See if I could get any combos. Freeze the Snoof, he might mess something up later. I generally want to get enough money for a crown because my strategies heavily rely off of the Noomlin Sun Bell, and if I get that after the first boss, it will be devastating since it'll most likely land on a Tarblade. However, if you have crowns, it can be greatly mitigated just because there's a trick where you can use them to force what it lands on that I will be showcasing in this run, hopefully. I did get unlucky, or actually I didn't. Forgot that it would heal. That's fine. Just gonna greed out more hits on the Gobbling. Might be able to use the Bee Berry in a combo, although I should probably just kill it, thinking about it. Just kill it off right now, because it could mess up the combo later with it healing. Now this Junjun will be lined up as well. I forgot that these have free counter, meaning that the Bebop won't be able to die before Loki and the Junjun attack. So I could still get a 3 times combo here if Loki hits the Bogberry, because I can Sunburst Tattoo it to cause it to attack right now. But even if it doesn't, 3 times combo is not bad. And it does. It's nice. 89 is, I think, the best I have ever been able to get out of that particular fight. You always want to go companions here, just so that you can get a strategy going. Fallow's good, but it's not wise to take companions without knowing what your general strategy is going to be. So I'm going to wait to take items, because I'm probably only going to take like 1 or 2. Snoffle is completely broken with this strategy. Just completely and utterly overpowered. I'm going to take him because these two aren't really that good, and I hope I get something to swap them out for later. I literally just did a Van June run. Van June is also ridiculously overpowered with this strategy, but I did a Van June run in my challenge run where I didn't add any items to the deck, so I'm thinking about going Overburn just to change things up. Shin's pretty good, especially later if I can put a Curse Crown on the Sunburst tattoo. Although I am going into a battle where these companions both aren't really that great. I did learn something recently in my itemless run. I found out that Bebop does in fact activate if Spore kills it. I don't know if that's a recent change, but I definitely remember that not happening. Highly doubt I'm going to be able to get any combos here. I'm going to place down Shin first so it can line up with Loki, although I highly doubt that will matter. Might tank this damage and then just recall him, try to place him down again, and I think I will. Yeah, 5. I could just recall him, everything's fine. The Pop Shroom's about to kill itself. I want to place him down as soon as possible, so I should have used an item there, but I'm lazy. Place down Snuffle. I actually don't know how this interaction will play out. I think the Bebop will hit the Puffball, because the Puffball would be the last thing that attacks. And I kind of want to play it out just to see. So I'll reroll here. It still didn't get him. It did hit the Puffball. Was right. Loki can kill the Pop Shroom, so I might as well take this time to kill the Strudels. I mean, pretty bad luck. Hopefully I get Shin next turn. And I do. It's so sad that Snuffle doesn't activate the Gobbling. But now Shin's at 5, which I think was worth it. Kill the buff ball immediately. Using Overburn, I should be able to get a pretty nice combo, hopefully. Reroll. Would like to freeze the Goblin, just for more money. Trying to find if there's a way I could get a combo here, or a 4 times combo. I think I can sack Loki. He's not useful anymore, at least not right now. Or actually it'd be easier to sack Snuffle here. I can make it so that he attacks one more time, so this bulb head won't be a problem. And now we can just heal. I get the combo off. Probably could have re-rolled for a Blizzard bottle to get 4 more gold, but it's 4 gold. Not really worth getting upset over. This fight went pretty well. Hopefully I get a Noomlin biscuit soon. They're pretty much guaranteed in any run. They're so common. None of these items are that good. If I take Grabber, that's one more card that I'd have to remove from the deck. But it already has Noomlin on it, so I don't have to worry about the Noomlin Sun Bell landing on it. Because of the charm it has, it scales really well with Shin. It's not a bad idea to just take it. I actually think I will. I do need something for this first boss, since it is pretty scary. And I have so much money. None of those are really good. Get the crown. Whatever item I take here will be most likely one of the only ones I take, so I am going Overburn. Might not be a bad idea to get the Azel Candle, but if I take this, that means I'm going all in on Overburn. I do have both Bebop and Shin, or I could just get another charm here. It is kind of sad that the Bebop mask has trash. I probably would have taken it if it wasn't trash. The Lumen Ring does not help Shin in the way you'd think it would. It doesn't make it increase by 2 when hit. It just increases the base. Place a crown on him anyways. I do want enough money for the next crown, so the choice is between a charm or the Azel Candle. Just gonna risk it and take the candle. I could put the Lumen Ring on Snoffle. Boss is a bit scary. Or I could put the Lumen Ring, of course, on the Sunburst tattoo. That I think is the better play, so I'm gonna wait, hold off on using the Lumen Ring. I don't think I'll need Snoffle. It would be really funny if I lost a run here because I didn't put that charm on him. He's not really going to be helpful since the Bamboozle hits all enemies. I can at least have him activate once before he attacks. Start scaling Shin as much as possible. Don't really have anything else to do. Junjun will just straight up die, so I'll just reroll. Get the grabber. Loki will not be able to attack by the time Bamboozle does. However, the question is it worth putting him down anyways? Actually, I think it kind of is, because I can kill Bamboozle. Maybe. Depending on if Loki attacks him. And I do really want the Azel Candle, so I think I'm gonna wait and redraw him next turn, just so I have a higher chance of getting it, and I do. Continue to scale Shin. It's up to 6, that's really good. Now redraw Snoffle. Best case scenario, Loki attacks Bamboozle. I think I'm gonna put him down so that if he misses, he'll just attack he could kill the Snowball, and I'll damage the other one just to... Actually, I don't want him to kill anything because I can get a really good combo. And he misses. I'm really greeding out for a combo here. Combo that I will get because of Shin. Just gonna reroll. Kinda want healing. I do get it. Got a really nice combo because of that. The greed ended up paying off. Place down Junjun first, and then heal. Yep. I feel like this Azel Candle was a good choice. Not able to get a combo here with all of them, but I'm able to get ×2 combo twice. Which is good enough for me. Yep. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait around and risk messing up here. Just gonna take those. I forgot to call out the next wave. I did not get the Noomlin Sun Bell, which is great. There is a really powerful strategy with the Bell of Recall. However, I don't want to show that off today. Maybe some other time. That's not what this video is focused about. Blink Charm, I'm using Overburn. Won't really do anything. At least I don't think it does. Infinity Sun Bell is completely useless. Charge is good. I think Curse Crown is better than anything else here. Get the Muncher, which is great. Remove 2 Tarblaze. Now I'm going to have 10 effective cards in my hand. Want to get that down to 7 by the end of the game. None of these really work with my strategy. Guess I'll take Blunky. Although, won't use him. I think Loki was unironically better than all the other options. Still no Noomlin biscuit. Might be pretty late. Even if it is pretty late, just having this few cards in your deck is actually pretty nice, just so you know exactly what you're gonna get. And these cards aren't bad. I'd actually argue that the Junjun Mask and the Sunburst Tattoo and the Blizzard Bottle, all three, are better than most cards that you see in the shop. Or Junjun Mask is about as good as the other mask card, where it's not as good as it, but it's still really strong. Sunburst Tattoo, I feel like is better than the Sunlight Drum, just because Sunlight Drum only does one, even though it sounds like it would be better since it's free. Sunburst Tattoo with Lumen Vase allows you to play any companion practically every turn. Sorry, I just had technical difficulties there. Hopefully my recording isn't corrupted. I do have a surprising amount of gold. Usually I don't have very much. I find that in runs it's not really that important to get a ton of charms. So money's not that important because the main strategy that I use mainly comes from the items that I have. And most charms just aren't very helpful anyways. Like Chuckle Charm. Whenever you get it, you never need it. And whenever you don't have it, you always need it. So put down Crown on Snoffle. If I put the Lumen Ring on the Sunburst Tattoo, my final setup will have me play literally every card with Noomlin every single turn. So if I put a Lumen Ring on the Sunburst Tattoo, then I will be able to play a companion every single turn, have them attack every single turn without using the Lumen Vase on it, and then save the Lumen Vase to put it on one of the companion that I'm using. Or I could put it on Snoffle and just have the freest fights of my life, freest mid game I've ever had, but I'd like to save it. This strategy has a very free late game. I have literally never lost to the true final boss. I know I'm saying that, and now that I've said it, I'm gonna lose on this attempt, but the hardest parts for me are definitely the mid game. I am saving this Cursed Crown for whenever I get the Noomlin Sun Bell. I really, out of all my time playing, I've only had one run where I have not gotten the Noomlin Sun Bell by the end of the game, and only 2 runs where I haven't gotten the Noomlin Biscuit. And of course, one of the runs where I didn't get the Noomlin Biscuit was, of course, my last run where I was trying to show off this strategy. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Hopefully I don't jinx myself and get another run where I can't show this off. It would also be really funny if I put Lumen Ring and the Lumen effect on Glunky and then put Noomlin on him. That would be a really funny way to play, but I won't. I don't think it's worth it. It'd make the mid-game very difficult, but I am going to commit to Sunburst Tattoo. Yeah, I'm just going to commit. Might be a mistake, might regret it. Don't think I will though. On to this next fight. Let's see. Place down Loki right away. Reroll to start scaling Shin, since I can. And of course get more stuff on the field. That Shell Witch is pretty scary. I could just freeze it. Snuffle is about to activate. The only thing about this particular fight, Overburn does not work on it since everything has 2 HP. Overburn doesn't take Shell into account. It makes sense, it's just really unfortunate. So I'm gonna put it on something that won't immediately die. Maybe I'll be able to put Azel Candle with it. Reroll, because I don't have anything else I really want to play. Want to get all my effect stuff out. Or more Junjuns to tank hits. Don't have my Azel Candle to deal damage to everything in this row, but it's fine. Place down Junjun. and have it tank a couple hits. Next turn, the Shell Witch will kill everything in this row if it attacks the Bebop. So, or I could re-roll for the Azel Candle. Hope I get that. And then use this Bebop on the Conquer. And I think that's a better idea. And I get it. Actually kind of glad that Loki didn't kill the Shell Witch here. Now I might be able to use it for combos in the future. Although I'm most likely going to have more than enough money for anything that I want. Coming into the next few shops, you tend to get a ton of money for no reason. I'm fine with the June killing the Shell Witch here since it'll be part of the combo anyways. Won't lose me much money. And it's fine. It's in the next wave early. Might be able to use that to my advantage, and I'm not really able to. Really want to save these for combos, if possible. Want to summon as many Junjuns as possible. Reroll here. I want to see if I can get any cool combos here. It's the one thing that I did not want Loki to hit now. Probably should tank a Junjun instead. I am able to get a somewhat decent combo. I'm pretty sure this enemy is going to be a Goblin, which I could intentionally keep alive to farm money from it, since nothing here really is a threat after I take out these 3 enemies. Summon the Bebop early. This one's still alive. That's fine. No, it's gonna do 3 damage. It's not a big threat. And I can greed here a lot. I think I will. If this cost me the game, it would be really funny. It's gonna deal 7 damage though. Probably focus on just winning now. Now next time I hit him with Overburn, I just win. I could go even further. Recall him. Redraw. Summon another Junjun just as a safety net. Summon another Bebop. This will also hit the Goblin again. If you win by using an item, enemies don't get to attack, which kinda sucks. Yeah, this is enough greed. I'm just gonna win here. Although I actually don't. I did not notice that he had this charm. It gained 3 on kill. Pretty sure that's the effect of the charm. Yeah, it is. Didn't notice that. I could greed in. Yeah, I'll do a bit more greed here. Freeze the Goblin. I think the 9 gold that I earned from that's worth it. Just in my opinion. Place down Shin. Shin will be able to kill it. Sack Snoffle. And I could greed even more. And get another combo. Should not be doing this. Very bad idea to do this, but now I win. I know it looked close, but everything was perfectly calculated. Chrono is really, really strong. However, every turn that I place down something without a crown is another turn that it takes to make my final setup. And Chrono is 4. I could, if I took out Loki, it would make it 3 additional turns to set up my final setup. So you have to ask, is putting 1x Frenzy on all of my allies worth using every single item that I have 3 times? And I don't think it is. I need to get my setup complete before the dangerous enemies attack, so I'm gonna wait. I have so much money. Remove 2 tar blades. I will be able to buy possibly every charm in the shop, but I think thinning my deck is now down to 8 cards. Next fight. Start scaling Shin. Place down Loki immediately. Want to summon a Junjun. Always want to have as much stuff on the screen as possible to act as a buffer. Barrage is scary with that charm. Although, to be honest, I think it would be even scarier on a low counter enemy. It is on high counter one. Woolly Drek has a lot of health. I think it's a pretty good idea to start getting Overburn early. Could take another hit from the Gromble here before it becomes a problem. Or I could alternatively just tank it with a Junjun, and I think that's also a pretty good choice. Because I'm going to be using Azel Candle so much on the Woolly Drek, I don't think there's really 1 point of Overburn. Doesn't really do much, but I do really want to Bebop and acknowledge I made a mistake. Loki's the least useful. Place him down again once something dies. Immediately start scaling the Drek's Overburn. Don't want the Drek to kill the Bebop, and the Junjun's gonna die anyways. Freeze the Barrage again since I have another spare turn. I'm okay with this Gromble getting hit with the Bebop. I could start scaling that as well. Then I can tank the hit with Shin one more time. Nothing else I really want to do, might as well just heal. It does kind of help with Shin, so I am going to be damaging him so much. Do have to re-roll for a Blizzard Bottle heal to stop the Bigfoot, or alternatively, the Overburn Candle works just as well. And I get the Overburn Candle. I forgot Snuffle was about to activate it, could have waited, but it's fine. I have so much money, don't have to worry about getting a ×6 combo. That's why I really like Overburn strategies, they're so much fun to play. I want to continue to scale up Woolly Drek. In case he eats a Barrage, he could become a really big threat. Did not get the candle again. I think my game plan here is just to roll for the candle. And I get it. I wonder if the Woolly Drek would be able to eat the boss. I don't know, since I've never been on this fight long enough to test. Just gonna kill all these enemies. Another enemy is about to arrive. He does have Barrage, which is a bit scary, but manageable. Got the Azel Candle. Finally start scaling the Woolly Drek. Well, Shin's about to die if I want to greed out from this gobbling. I do want to greed a bit. Yeah. I just sacked Loki. Really want to see what happens. I've never been in this opportunity before. Just in case something bad happens, I'll summon Junjun. And actually use that to tank. And also scale in case nothing happens. Nothing happened, okay. That makes sense. It'd be kind of broken if you could just auto-win the fight. Like on the first turn it appears. It's kind of sad though. That would have been really funny. But okay. I get the Azul Candle so I can just kill it here. It is really funny that I am yet to get any Noomlins other than the grabber. And I'm coming up on the first boss. Gnome Traveler is free items. Could have the Noomlin Biscuit. Charm Merchant is 1, but I also have 320 gold. Kind of want to go there. And also the Shade Sculptor, if the Gnome Traveler has the thing that I want. Be really nice. Traveler also something to swap out Loki. I'm gonna go down. I don't want junk in my hand. Well, could be useful. Not right now. Aimless kill an ally is funny. Since Shin is gonna get hit so much, Tiger Charm's not a bad idea. And Strawberry Charm's always nice, since I'm planning to get the Noomlin Biscuit. Though it is very concerning that I don't have it yet. This would be pretty funny. Although even without the Noomlin Biscuit, I think I'm fine because I have such a low deck going into this next boss. If I get the Noomlin Sun Bell here, I will be able to put Noomlin on any card that I want, which would be the Azul Candle and the Sunburst Tattoo. Even with those two, I think I just win the game. This can be increased by the Lumen face, which I am going to apply to Shin, so that's worth it. I think I could do better than the Strawberry Charm, although it would be pretty useful. I'm just gonna go next into the shop. No Noomlin Biscuit. It's fine. I'm gonna spend all the money that I have here. Oh, makes up for not having it. Noomlin Charm also can manipulate where the Noomlin Bell lands on, so I'm actually going to, once again, hold off. I think Vesta is now better than Loki with the Sunburst Tattoo. And since he's going to have teeth, and I have the Chuckle Charm, just going to put Bomb Skull Charm on him. That also gets buffed by the Lumen Vase. Go next. This boss is the easier of the two, so it should be fine. Especially since I have the double overburn strategy. Although then, it's kind of gonna suck because I won't be able to get the insane combos. It doesn't matter, the chances of me going to a shop are actually pretty low. So, I'm gonna apply Lumen, just so that I don't ever have to worry about it again. Reroll. He's pretty scary. I'm gonna freeze him. Although this does mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to take some hits. That's fine. Everything here is pretty dangerous for Shin anyways, so doesn't really do much. I have nothing to kill the puffball though. It tells me I should probably target the bottom. Yeah, activate him. And I can simply freeze this turn. Should take out everything in this row and just reroll. Scale him up a bit more, although I don't think that really matters. Though he does still have Explode 16, so could do something. Freeze him to get Overburn on him. Snuffle will be able to freeze this turn. Vesta will be able to kill these two enemies, so I only have to worry about the bottom row. This guy's not that much of a threat on his own. Place Junjun as a buffer. Everything here is really important, so I'm just gonna tank damage with my hero. Will be 5 damage. We'll leave my hero pretty low, but should be fine. It's a bit scary, but fine. Summon more of a bit of a buffer here. That bottom row's dead. They will die whenever they attack this Bebop. If I can get him to split, then I can potentially kill everything in this row. Same turn, everything in this row dies. Hopefully he splits at 40. I don't see why he shouldn't. Okay, he does. Have to get the Sunburst Tattoo here. I'm gonna freeze him just in case I don't, though. I don't see why I wouldn't. Yeah, actually then I wouldn't get a combo at all. Just gonna summon a Junjun to tank that hit. Yep. So much money. Still don't get the Noomlin Sun Bell. That is quite unfortunate. That could be pretty funny when paired with Azul Candle. That would completely get rid of the need for Shin, but that would start off with 1, which is not good. Could also put Smack back on Shin. Health is most important. Don't need the charm limit since I have the Chuckle Charm. Bell counter -1 isn't going to be helpful since I'm going to be hitting the redraw bell every turn. So between the Flame Blade and the Punch Fist, I think the Punch Fist is best for now. Still no Noomlin Biscuit. This is so stupid again. Why is it every time I try to record my strategy are the only times I ever don't get to Noomlin Biscuit? It's like a curse. I'd have to record a second run after this. Get a charm. Pingu Charm. When snowed, gain 8 wool damage. Useless. Might as well just go all in on Shin. I'm gonna keep it the low chance that I ever need it. Scary battle incoming. With everything having Smack back. Although Shin also has Smack back, could be useful to get me out of something. And use my Noomlin Charm now, just because I'm a bit worried. Yeah, Noomlin Charm and one of my Curse Crowns. And that should help immensely with this fight. Especially with Snuffle, I'm remembering now. Trigger Snuffle. Rather have these synced up. Reroll. Hit Shin. Reroll. Looking for that Sunburst Tattoo and I get it. Now it's on the cycle that I want. You always want a snowed enemy whenever infinitely applying Sunburst Tattoo. You always want it on a cycle that it attacks before the enemies do, so that it can freeze enemies who are resistant to snow. Might as well Lumen face them. These hogs attacking now is actually pretty good, though I'm not going to be able to utilize it because I don't want the Warthog to attack. I'm going to reroll. Don't get what I was looking for, but that's fine. Have to freeze him here. I don't think Bebop triggers Smack back, but just in case, I'm gonna put my hero here so that nothing dies if it does. Or actually, I think Vesta's my weakest link here, so put Vesta to tank one of the 3. I highly doubt it does. Reroll. It is kind of hurt that I have not gotten Noomlins this far. Use this opportunity to make Snuffle attack again. Already up to 10. If I could get him high enough, hopefully I can have it so that he can just straight up kill warthogs. But yeah, this is why I don't normally use Snoffle. He is so overpowered. Take the opportunity to kill both of the warthogs. Yep. Get the Sunburst tattoo again. Oh. Embarrassing. Should probably cut that out of this video. 16 health. Can't remember if the warthogs have 16 or 18. Think they have 16. Could be wrong. Roll enemies come in next round. But I could just instantly freeze them if there's anything problematic. There is, but doesn't matter. That's just sadly kind of useless in this fight. He is immune to snow, so... Although I do have the cycle lined up, so now I can just infinitely freeze him. As long as I get the necessary item. And the warthogs do have 18. And it's fine, since Shin's gonna do 18 damage anyways. And it's in the back. There's still 4 enemies arriving. I had so many things still on the screen. Any turn that I don't get the Sunburst tattoo will be a bit problematic. It's fine. Yep. I've won. Have enough money to, I'm pretty sure, buy anything that I need. Or anything that I want. From the shop. If I get a shop. I'm more prioritizing, I'm pretty sure at this point, either items or an extra muncher. Muncher might be better. I have one too many cards, but... Yep. There are quite a lot of bells that I did not get. So this final boss will quite a lot. Oh, and of course the turn that I'm about to have Vesta attack is also the turn that I don't get snow, but that's okay. Should get it this turn. Just gonna have Vesta attack first, so it doesn't hit the smack back. I should be fine. I called the next enemy early. And because I get the snow again... Oh. The wrong thing. Yep. Don't get the snow again. Although now I'm at the point where I'll be able to kill Razor and the Warthog before Vesta hits it. So... Finally get to be able to snow again. Next turn, if I get the snow thing, I just win, and I do. Would have been a very funny way to lose. If I didn't. I'm just now realizing. Actually, I forgot he has Explode. I would have been fine. Yep, just kill him because I can. And that's the game for this fight. Have to go up. Still no Noomlin biscuit. Sun Charm's good. Gnome Charm's also good. Pinch Charm. Finally! Holy cow. Took forever. Noomlin on Azul Candle, I think. Yeah, this boss has a lot of HP. Want to get it done as soon as possible. Could also put it on the blizzard bottle, but actually I think it's best to keep crowns on companions, just because applying Noomlin on an item is 2 turns of setup compared to 1, or 2 cards worth of crowns for 1 turn of setup. So unless you're planning on using the item instantly, like if you were to put it on a blizzard bottle, it's more worth it to have it on companions. This makes Vesta almost completely useless. I might remove her entirely soon. Something fun about Snuffle is that if you put certain charms on him, such as like Snow Charm that applies 1 snow or something, it will actually give him a damage value. And with that damage value, you can put charms on him that you normally couldn't, such as this Gnome Charm, because he would only attack the front enemy with that effect just to balance him out, but that actually causes another issue with, like, I could put Gnome Charm on him. I think Gnome Charm works actually, I've never tried it, but other charms like Balance Charm, just stuff like that. I think I'm gonna put the Sun Charm on Snuffle here, just so the Sunburst Tattoo always gets a good set time, because if he ever attacks on his own at the end after the enemy's attack, that will mess up the cycles and will be a bit difficult to recover from. Just gonna put it on him. And of course, Gnome Charm. I'm gonna put straight on... Putting Gnome Charm on the Lumen Vase would be really funny. Just gonna put it straight on the Blizzard Bottle. The best thing. Just because my final setup, I was a bit unlucky with card removal, and I'm gonna have an 8-card hand. Hopefully I get the card of hands, which puts my draws up to 7. But that means there will be turns that I can't use one of my items, which is fine. It's just a bit unfortunate that I wasn't able to do it. Of course, Pinch Charm is completely useless. I'm gonna go next. Oh, lagged a bit here. Audio's very slightly delayed on my end. Hopefully it's not an issue in the recording. Should be fine though. I could put Noomlin Biscuit on the Blizzard Bottle, that would be the safest play, but I think I should Lumen Snufflin and put it on the Azel Candle, just to make this fight go down quickly in the next phase. Hopefully I get it, and I do. Although I don't get the Sun Rod. That's fine. Should get it soon. Start taking out this Spike Wall, it's a little bit scary, along with the Mega Mimic. Very unfortunate. Now, next turn the Frost Guardian will tick down, and along with Grizzle as well. Reroll. Sooner I get the Grizzle down, the sooner I'll be able to start damaging the Frost Guardian. So, yeah. I might consider... It's a bit scary. Rock Hog. Oh! Prize that hit. Actually, I want to keep Snuffle in a good sequence. I can straight up kill this Spike Wall. And I'm fully prepared to sacrifice Vesta if I need to. I don't think I should. We finally start scaling the Frost Guardian now with the Azel Candle. Took long enough. Yep. Might be able to with how often I'm playing this item. Not even have to kill any enemies, but honestly, yeah, I could. But actually, never mind. Yeah, the Frost Guardian can attack once. Start scaling damage. Although I could make him so he never does. Snuffle is a bit lame, I'm gonna have to admit. But since I'm using something that grows exponentially, it's actually not that bad. It would be way worse if, let's say I had like a companion that did 5 damage. Like some of my previous runs I've had. Oh, don't get the candle this time. At least it wasn't a tattoo. Next turn. I could have just won by hitting Vesta, but I win anyways. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's always funny seeing large damage numbers. Finally, these are the free charms, or the free bells that I use, that I rely off of. It is terrible that I'm getting all of them all at once. So, just gonna do a quick rundown on how the Noomlin Sun Bell works. First, let's see what they normally land on. Blizzard Bottle and a Jujun Mask. Honestly, that's fine. Well, this runs scuffed. The time where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna show off my unique and interesting strategy. I never have the opportunity to, since I get terrible luck at the beginning, and then at the end, I get such good luck that I don't even have a reason to manipulate. Technical difficulties again. This run is so scuffed. Yep. Everything's back. Just for tutorial's sake, I'm gonna say I don't actually want it on the Jujun Mask in the Blizzard Bottle. I want it on, I want both of these to land on either the Berry Bottle, Azul Candle, or Tarblade. Technical difficulties again. It's driving me crazy. I'm gonna have to figure out what's causing that. Anyways, you go back in, it'll set you right before you kill the boss. So you can just do it again. You're gonna have to... And then you put crowns on what it lands on. So it's Jujun Mask and Blizzard Bottle. And whenever you take the Noomlin Bell, it gets pushed off. So now it's on the Berry Bell, which is good. Still want it on the Azul Candle and Tarblade though. So then I'm gonna put a crown on Snuffle next, and hopefully it gets pushed off to something that I want. Honestly, hopefully it doesn't, so that I can continue to show the process. So now, of course, we know it's on Snuffle. So Snuffle, Jujun Mask, Blizzard Bottle. Gets pushed off the Shin. It's actually what I wanted. I'm gonna back out. Do it one more time. And now, no, it lands on Shin, so I'm actually I don't mind Curse Crown being on Snoffle since he's not going to get hit anyways. He has free health. So, put him on that. Now it lands on what I want it to. But for the purpose of this experiment, let's say, oh no, I really wanted it on this Tarblade. There is something that I can still do, even though I used all my crowns. Cards can become linked, meaning that if you put a crown on it, then it will push Noomlin off of the other card. The easiest way is just to show you what I mean, so I'm going to put a crown on the Berry Bell to see if that's linked. And it is. So the Berry Bell was linked to the Blizzard Bottle. So when the Berry Bottle had a crown on it, the game pushed the Noomlin off the Blizzard Bottle onto the Tarblade. However, the Blizzard Bottle is also linked to the Tarblade, meaning that whenever I put a crown on the Blizzard Bottle, it also acted as if there was a crown on the Tarblade and pushed it off to Snoffle. Of course, the June mask could have also been the one linked to the Tarblade, but that's how you do this. I was actually quite happy with the setup that I had earlier. So I'm going to exit out and not use any charms at all. Now, of course, the only problem with that is that sometimes things happen and I just don't know why. Like, it's consistent. It has like 85% consistency. And then something will happen for one reset that I can't really explain. And if that happens, just exit out and re-enter, do the same thing, and it should be fixed. It's from my experience, since I've done this a lot. But yeah, that's what I wanted it on. And of course, breakfast is an extra Noomlin. That's why I really want it, is because then I get to have +1 Noomlins. So right now I would be able to put a Noomlin on everything if I got that earlier, but I didn't, so that's fine. Hands is by far the most important. It's effectively like removing an extra card from your deck in terms of what you can draw, except actually slightly better, just statistically. So I can place these all down, and I of course want the Lumen Vase on Snoffle. And then the Noomlin Biscuit I can put on the Azel Candle. Although since I have the Blizzard Bottle, I could put the Lumen on Shin, although that doesn't really accomplish much. I'm still gonna beat this fight really quickly, and now I only have a 1-turn setup. If I got any consume cards, they would add to my setup, which is why I don't tend to get any. This run, I was pretty unlucky in terms of munchers. Normally, I would have actually 2 or sometimes even 3 fewer cards, just in total, but that's fine. Might as well put this Pinch Charm. Actually, I don't care. Just go next. Frost Jailer has a block. Tarblade. Actually, never mind. The Azel Candle does 1 damage. Doesn't matter. It'll target the bottom enemies. Your hero always will guaranteed survive the longest if you're applying enough snow on the bottom, just because Frost Lancer does less DPS than the Frost Bomber does. It just lines up so that pretty much regardless of health, your hero's safe. Also, Aimless is not that bad. And then Vesta just doesn't matter at all. I'm gonna put her up top to tank the Frost Bomber, I guess, if it ever gets to attack. And then Snuffle. I don't want it to die to the Frost Bomber, so I'm gonna put it at the bottom as well. And freeze everything. Yeah, the only threats are gonna be these 2 enemies. I do think the Frost Bomber is the biggest threat for now, so actually I forgot Snuffle activated. Use Noomlin Biscuit. The best part about having this redraw bell is it's as if I didn't have any turns set up at all, because I was able to activate Snuffle immediately. Then I could start scaling Shin now, and then get rid of that block because I can. And then also, there's no reason not to summon Junes. So, even as a backup strategy, I have something. Normally, if I'd have too many cards, I would purposely get the Frost Muncher to attack, but that requires having more like targeted snow because all my snow is applied to everything. So I can't really do that here. It doesn't really matter. I only am missing one. So, and there's not really a point in using the Blizzard bottle unless I miss the Sunburst tattoo. Honestly, would have been a better idea to put the Gnome Charm on something else entirely. Reroll. And honestly, I'm not going to bother scaling Shin anymore. I'm just going to end this fight as soon as possible. Now I can start damaging. Because the front enemy has the most health. Actually, in this scenario is better. And if the front enemy only had like 30 health. The trash is a bit scary, so actually thinking about it, I do have to target it because the trash could still ruin my strategy, though it probably won't. I'm about to defeat the bottom row. Next turn, I think, after this one. Yep. If only I had a strategy that didn't rely off of Snoffle, then I could actually show. Actually, this is quite unfortunate. Shin's not gonna be able to hit the Frost Crusher for a while. I kind of wish that I had a strategy that actually relied off of using more than one item a turn. It's a bit unfortunate I didn't get the Sun Rod again, but like, got unlucky again. That's fine. Even if he does attack, I'm pretty sure I still just win. Like, I don't think anything can ruin this run from here. Especially considering I have so many backups. I can summon a June every round. These two guys are frozen indefinitely. But yeah, 2 turns he attacks, and I just win. Don't want to risk having him attack early because the Frost Bomber might be able to attack. He's getting quite low on counter. And I think I win now. Because I could start scaling. Do I have to use the Blizzard bottle here? It does hit the bomber, which is great. Yep. And I win. Yeah, so it's probably pretty obvious how this strategy could allow me to have never lost against the true final boss. And also, another great thing that I love about this strategy... Actually, hero being down up there is pretty scary. Another thing that I love about this strategy is that... Yeah, I win this turn. I get to do a lot of unique runs using items that I normally wouldn't. Like, I'm in this strategy only using the Azel Candle, which normally you wouldn't get to utilize such a good item.